Good morning, and it's a great day here in the city of Columbus. A little snow, a little chill in the air, but an exciting day for us and the Columbus Division of Fire. We are excited about today's announcement because we know how important it is for the women and men who serve us every day in our neighborhoods throughout our city and to the future of the division. When former Chief Kevin O'Connor retired last May, it gave us an opportunity to review what the Division of Fire is today and what we want it to look like moving forward. Through changes in our civil service requirements, we gained the ability to look outside the Division of Fire for our next chief for the first time in the city's history. We used that opportunity to interview a number of candidates from around the country. In the end, our very best candidate came from inside the division. I am happy to announce that Jeffrey Happ is our new permanent fire chief. That doesn't mean we don't want to change within the division. It does mean that Chief Happ is best suited to lead the changes within the division. As I told Chief Happ, we need to change the culture of fire to be more diverse and inclusive. We must address racism and sexism within the division. We need to look at the best practices of other fire divisions around the country to make ourselves the model of a modern fire division. I have faith in Chief Happ, in his ability to leverage his relationships to create change and position ourselves for the future. He has shown again and again throughout his career. He was asked by then Fire Chief Ned Pettis to help turn around the arson team, there was rampant racial strife and mistrust, and our African-American firefighters were not being heard and seen. Chief Happ turned it around. And more recently, when I charged the director with doubling the number of firefighters of color and women over the next 10 years, that assignment came to Jeff Happ. And there were folks at the highest levels of the division and all around that put up obstacles, barriers, dismissed him. Well, once again, Jeff Happ proved them wrong. And we now have a pipeline that will help us with the most diverse fire classes in a generation. Because Jeff Happ knows how to lead change and transform culture. And that's why I'm so proud to announce his appointment today. No one knows Jeff Happ better than Safety Director Ned Pettis, who has served along with him for decades. It's now my pleasure to introduce our Safety Director, Ned Pettis.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, everyone. It is a great pleasure for me to be a part of this announcement today, both professionally as Safety Director and personally as a proud 35-year veteran and former Chief of the Columbus Division of Fire. My history with the Division of Fire has allowed me to see firsthand the kind of public servant Jeff Happ is. From the years after 9/11 and his time as an arson investigator, to his community outreach years later when we saw double-digit fire fatalities in our community, he helped us target that problem and drop those numbers dramatically. And more recently, when he was asked to step in as interim chief during the extraordinary events of 2020, he hit the ground running. No matter the year or his rank or the challenge before him, Jeff Happ has always been about doing the right thing. Not only does he do the right thing, he knows how to bring others on board to get to the right outcome. This appointment comes with great challenges and a clear mandate. The Columbus Division of Fire must be more diverse and inclusive. We have momentum going in the right direction, but it will take focus and hard work to get us there. As someone who has held the position he is about to occupy, I can tell you, change isn't easy. But I believe Chief Happ is up to the task. He embraces change. He knows how to attack a problem and get to a solution. He has a special ability to foster relationships and build consensus. He is a fantastic team player and a collaborative leader. Just ask Local 67 President Steve Stein. So in short, he is the right leader at the right time for the Columbus Division of Fire. And so I ask you to join me in congratulating Chief Happ in this great achievement. Congratulations, Chief Happ.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome and thank you all for being here. Thank you, Mayor Ginther, for selecting me as the next fire chief. And this is a truly humbling opportunity, and I am beyond grateful. So thank you so much. Thank you, Director Pettis, for believing and supporting and trusting in me as the interim fire chief and now as the new fire chief. It is an honor to lead the Columbus Division of Fire and carry the mission forward. I also want to thank my family, my mother and her husband, Artie. Thank you, Tassie, my children, Samantha, Josh, Jared, and Maya, for all your support. Thank you to my mentors, Captain Greg Glass, Director and Formal Chief Ned Pettis, Captain Matt Parrish, and many others who's helped me along the way. Your guidance, support, and selfless sacrifice built the leadership foundation I stand upon today. Becoming the fire chief of this great division is not only a great honor, but also a great opportunity. An opportunity to make positive change and to be a part of something much bigger than myself. Although I envisioned climbing the ranks in the division, I certainly never imagined becoming the next fire chief. Throughout my 28 years of service, I have focused on building teams. The importance of teams has been reinforced again and again, countless times and in countless ways throughout my life. Success is not defined by what I achieved alone, but what we achieved together. I wouldn't be here today if not for the dedication, professionalism, and teamwork of the 1,600 women and men of the Columbus Division of Fire. A heartfelt thank you to my fire family, active and retired. President Stein, Vice President Sweetman, thank you, and I look forward to working with you and the local. It takes all of us to carry out our mission, responding to over 500 calls of service today, providing compassionate help and life-saving care to the residents of our community in their greatest time of need. It's an honor of a lifetime to lead this great division of proud professional paramedics and firefighters. So Mayor Ginther, I understand and accept the charge you have given me, that we have much to be proud of. We can, we will, and we must do better. To you and the residents of Columbus, I commit that we will never stop striving to grow and improve to serve our country, our community. And I will never stop striving to be worthy of the trust that you two have placed in me. So thank you very much. Thank you. A follow-up conversation that Chief Happ and I had just last week. I was very direct with him. Culture eats strategy for breakfast every day, as it has been well noted and documented and written. We can have all the great strategies and initiatives that we want. What we need is a transformational leader who will change the culture. And we have found that leader in Jeff Happ. He understands the charge. We want every man, woman, and child in this community to see themselves in the Columbus Division of Fire at all levels, from all backgrounds. And that is the charge that we've given Chief Happ today. Be happy to take any questions you may have about the Division of Fire or Chief Happ. If you have questions about other things, I'm not going anywhere, and I'll make sure the director hangs around you, and we'd be happy to answer any questions in one-on-ones. But today, in this moment, is Chief Happ's. Yes?
I have a question for Chief Happ. Congratulations. Can you talk to us about the day you took over? It was quite a moment to take the reins, and your thoughts on the future in meeting the challenges that are described about the change in the culture of diversity.
Yes, to your first question. The first day I took office was May 28th, the first day of civil arrest and social justice. So I took over about 2:30 in the afternoon, and by 6 o'clock at night I was down in the headquarters, police headquarters. So yeah, started off going at a quick pace. And I apologize. Your second question?
How you plan to meet the challenges of changing the culture and creating more diversity.
Absolutely. So we already have teams in place, and I say teams because it's not just me. It's the group of people we've assembled together to make those changes. Our recruitment, we've been doing some fantastic recruitment. With Mayor Ginther support and Director Pettis support, we started the cadet programs, kind of pipeline for these increasing diversity into the fire division, and we're already starting to see the fruits of their labor that I will champion and continue to charge forward until we meet our goals. Thank you.
The only other thing I would add, obviously, Chief Happ appointed the first woman in the division's history to the role of Assistant Chief, Tracy Smith, which we're very proud of her service and incredible leadership. And I think that experience, that perspective, the excellence that she brings to that role will continue to move the division forward. I think one of the other things that really stood out to me, and the chief, will give a lot of credit to other folks on the team, but his leadership and vision with the REACT program under the leadership of Captain Parrish and other members of the team that have really helped us evolve and change as a community and how we treat with deal with people battling addiction, families in crisis, bringing a compassion and a service mindset to those families in crisis and to those individuals in crisis. And that's exactly the type of vision, leadership, and work. And one of the reasons we're looking in my proposed budget to dramatically expand and increase that type of programming and leveraging the Division of Fire, their reputation, their brand in helping us to increase community and neighborhood safety. Any other questions for Chief Happ or the Director on Eye on Fire? I'll ask Chief Happ and Director Pettis to hang around. If you want to have any one-on-one conversations, we'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Congratulations, Chief Happ.
Thank you.
Nice job.
We put that in there. That was great.
Please, real quick, so I can get out of your way.
What's that?
Can I get the local?
Sure.